9, 10.
Well, we started in this room right here, which, you know, we're starting out the show.
It looks more like a rec room.
It's really fun. We eat over there at that dining table, and we play some foosball there.
Right.
But well, we were here. We stayed in this room for like 3 weeks and just worked out all the songs and made sure all the parts that we wanted were there, and all the parts that didn't add to the song. Kind of, you know, we whittled away at it.
Now, is that the process for Paramore? Is that you literally get in and you just start kind of playing as if you're playing live, or then you go off and record it separately, or just do it as if you're on stage?
We came in here, and at first what Bendeth did was he made bass and drums get really tight together. He just made us all jam, you know, and he'd point for drums to come in, and then he'd add bass, then he'd point at me for guitar, and then just to get us tight as a band before we actually start working on the song. So whether it was blues or funk or jazz or whatever, that's just how we started out. Yeah, it's really strange. The first day we got here was definitely just jamming, and then we dove right into the songs the second day and just worked out every little detail of every song you can imagine. And it took a while, but it was a great experience because we learned a lot. It's a ton of fun, especially here at the House of Loud.
It is loud.
But no, the only part that sort of was a drag was pre-production, which was in here when we just came and worked out every little bit of every song, like I told you before, because it can get so old playing a song 15 times in a row.
Yeah, it got pretty frustrating a couple of times, you know, but that's okay. It's good.
People butt heads, but you know.
Really?
Yeah. Me and Josh, we fought a lot.
A lot. Just fighting. It's tough.
I got him. We're getting ready to put all these songs, or we have put them all on a record that is going to be heard forever, and this is where we figure out, you know, what goes on it. And gosh, we've tried to, you know, make sure every little thing is just right, and it was a hard process, but it's definitely worth it. There's a lot of vocal performance for me. I know that everyone has their thing that they'd like to. I mean, we've just all grown so much as musicians over the past year and a half, but definitely vocal performance for me. Like, just wish I would have dug into it better in the first record. Lyrics are completely different this time around. I think that I've just learned how to be more honest with myself, not only the people that are going to be listening to the record, but everything that we've been through the past year and a half is on this record, and especially the last 6 months, I would say, of touring. We all went through personal crap that definitely shaped us and shaped our band too, you know. All that stuff's on the record, and I'm really proud of it. And some of it's a little shameful, and some of it, you know, people might, you know, be like, wow, that's a little much, but I'm glad that it's there. Yeah, I've struggled with feeling like I have to have things all figured out and perfect, and present myself like there's nothing wrong ever, but there's you know, constantly there's things that I deal with that maybe I thought I would leave behind at home when we started touring, and you come back home after a year of touring and all those problems are still there and you can't escape them, and I've just said to myself, it's time to get these things out and let them go, and we were able to do that on the record, and I'm really proud of it. We had I think we had like 19.
Damn.
That we want. Well, but some of them weren't all the way finished.
Okay.
So we kind of cheated, but we had about that many, and we came here and we actually worked on. How many did we work on? 14?
No, 13.
13.
Yeah. So we sort of already knew which ones we wanted to use before we came up here.
So this is drums, right?
Yes.
And so whenever I'd finish a song, I'd check it off, right?
Okay.
After I did like 20 million takes. And then when it's edited, they put another check there.
Blue check.
Yeah. And so same with everything else.
Okay.
So everything that's not here is because we still have yet to do it.
So excited.
Yeah.
Co-headlining.
Co-headlining the Warped Tour.
2 years ago, we were on the small stage on the tour. Obviously, we didn't have any fans at that point. We weren't yet signed to FBR, and so the whole band, we tried to make it like a whole band thing, but the way it worked out with us about to go down to record and to actually meet Janik and everything. Well, we didn't know we were going to record yet, but to meet Janik, it didn't work out. I was kind of really upset that it was just me playing acoustic, but once I got down there and I met everyone, I just felt like everything was going to work out. One of the last songs that we wrote for this record ended up sort of being about our fans, or to it. I know it sounds a little bit cheesy, but it's not. And we really wanted to do something great for them and make them feel like they were a part of the record, so we thought, well, then let's just make them a part of the record. And we put out like a couple live journal things saying, you know, we really want you guys to sing on the record. We're going to try to do everything we can to work it out. And the label said that we could run a contest, a national contest, and we did. And we picked one winner and like 4 runners-up from the area that could just drive. And we ended up picking a girl that was afraid of flying. Her name's Mary, and so she took a train, actually. So she took her just as long as the rest of the fans to get here, but she was our grand prize winner. And then they all came, and we put them in the room, in the big room we were just in, and did a playback. Actually did like a vocal warm-up with them, and we cooked hamburgers and like had dinner, and then we recorded, and they did amazing.